Okay, we are going to look at how to create and manage badges in Moodle. And badges are basically awards that students can receive based on fulfilling certain criteria or doing well on a test or whatever it is that the teacher sets up for how it is. And the badges appear on a student's profile. They can accumulate, as many as they earn, and they work as a pretty good incentive to keep students kind of reaching for those badges. So the way to do this actually is through your administration tab, and you go down to badges, click on manage badges, and I set one up before. I'm actually going to get rid of it to start from scratch. So we'll get rid of it first. Alright, so you're going to click on add a new badge, and you're going to give it a name. So the project completion badge, and then a little message that might go with it. You've completed your project. And then we're simply going to choose an image that the badge will look like. So in this case I created a badge and saved it to my hard drive. And it doesn't necessarily go with the topic. It shows up here as just a link. The issuer details just leave as is. The badge expiry, if you wanted to give it an expiration date, you could choose for when it disappears. And just click Create Badge. At this point we need to click the criteria. So when is it that a student is going to earn this project completion badge? You're going to choose whether it happens manually, meaning a teacher decides or has noticed a student gets above a 90 on a test, or maybe they reached 10 discussion forum posts or something. Otherwise you can actually have it so that the badge is earned automatically when certain criteria are met. And in this case we'll choose that an activity was completed, and then we select which activity is it that has to be completed in order for them to earn that badge. So in this case I'm going to pick the one that contains the project images, since it's linked to the project. You can pick more than one. Maybe you have a slightly more generic badge in which every time they complete a quiz they get a badge or something like that, and you can pick all the quizzes. And then click Save. And at this point we have everything set up and we have everything made, but we need to enable access. Nobody gets a badge until you've clicked Enable Access. And now everything is done, and you can obviously turn it off as well. At this point we don't have anybody who's gotten it. Nobody has completed that activity. And this is the message that they will receive. This is where you can go back and edit, and the overview again kind of shows you the details, but if you want to edit it you need to go to Edit Details. And if you're going to give a badge manually, meaning the teacher decides somebody's earned a badge, then that does require you to go in to recipients and manually choose the recipients, and that would show up differently if you created it manually, or if you picked that option to manual. But if you just want to know a cool website where to make badges, there is onlinebadgemaker.com, among others. Of course there's always many others, and here you can design your own badge. Pretty basic as far as understanding how to use it. You can pick your background color. Maybe you want it to be red. You can pick your layout. You can add an image from your hard drive. You do need to save it from your hard drive. You cannot add it directly from the web, at least that I have found. I could be wrong about that. If you wanted to add a shape, one of their standard ones, you could add this. You could add your text. And choose your color for the text. We don't want it to be the same color as the leaf. Maybe darken it up a little bit. And you can play with all of these things. Maybe the font we want different. The size, maybe we want it to be a little bit smaller. It was at 70. It's a little too small, maybe something like this, and then you can just drag and drop it where you want it. You can decide which layers, which is on top, so now we can't read our message. But if we do that, we can. And then you just click create. It's going to say where do you want it to save. You're going to click the file, and you're going to click OK, and then you're going to save it wherever you want to. In my case, I saved it in the desktop with my other badges. And then it's ready to be uploaded directly into Moodle as another choice. So that's BadgeMaker, onlinebadgemaker.com, and that is how you manage your badges. And again, if we go back to manage badge, you can see that here is our badge, the number of recipients. If we wanted to edit and change all of that, we can do that.